fellow bike riders. This video is going to be about installing auxiliary rear lights on the back of the Road Glide. And so we're going to attempt to do that. So let me show you the lights that I purchased. So these are the lights, Pro Beam. And you can see they go in the square or the rectangle holes or cutouts in the back of the bike, and they have I think they have an adhesive. I'm not sure. I installed these on a friend of mine, his bike. I think they have an adhesive on the back, and so this is them. And the weather's warm, so I didn't want to install them when the weather was really cold because I'm afraid the adhesive wouldn't stick, being that cold. So it's warm now, and so we're going to put these on. Instructions. More instructions. Wiring schematic. And the lights. Tie wraps. They're supposed to be plug and play. This is a my bike is relatively a new style, so we'll see if it is plug and play. I know some of the other bikes, it's not exactly plug and play, so we'll just have to see how that works. So let's put them on. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is take off. I have a luggage rack, so I got to take that off. Take the seat off. And here we have, this is the wiring harness that we're going to use a plug and play on. So now we have to take off the saddlebags.
I'm sure everybody knows how to take off the saddlebags.
Now we're ready to put the lights on the back, see if they'll work. The lights go right here. Here, and then they go here. And not that you really need them, it's just, it doesn't, that hole, that empty hole, just doesn't look good. It's not appealing, to me anyway. I don't know why Harley doesn't put some kind of temporary, or they can put some kind of something in there to cover it up. They just leave a hole there. It doesn't look very good. So I bought these lights. We're going to put the lights in there. That's what most people do. They put those lights in there. Okay, here's the light. I'm not going to take this off yet. And there, as you can see in the back, this is the double-sided tape. We're just going to test it right now. Put the wire in, pull it through. That's that one. See how much better that looks? Fills in the hole. And we'll do the other side. As you can see, one side has an angle to it and one side has a straight side. The straight side goes towards the fender. I'm sure everybody can figure that out. That's not rocket science. And in it goes. There they are. There they are. So here we have it. Now, this isn't going to be permanent, but we're going to bring that's the left light. If you're sitting on a bike looking forward, that's the left light. And this one's the right light. We're going to stick it right here. And here's the plug and play thing, the harness that comes with the harness, not harness. This is the plug and play harness that comes with Custom Dynamics light kit or lights. And it goes, you unplug this, it goes right here. So as I've shown you before on other videos, let's see if you can see this. You have to press this down. Press this down and pull it. See that right there? Just press it down, and it'll come on. It'll come apart. So that's the female, I believe. Yeah, this is the female. It plugs in right here, and that's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the female. That's the male. That's the female end here. It plugs in. And see, it doesn't take up a lot of room. So first thing you want to do is you just got to kind of guess at it. Plug one in one and plug the other one in. And let's see what happens. Turn the mic on. I got that one right. That one's not blinking at all. That one blinks. And that one doesn't. Well, great. Oh. That one's not blinking because that light's out. I have to fix that. I just bought those. Those are LEDs. Well, this. Evidently, Custom Dynamics sent me a bad one because when I plug it in, the left blinker won't work, and when I unplug it, the left blinker will work. So I have to get back with Custom Dynamics and have them send me a new one. This is not the first time this stuff's been happening. You know, you want to customize your bike, and then this kind of stuff happens. And it's just hard to make you want to do anything. Sometimes I wonder if I should just sell this crap and take up fishing. I don't know. I want extra backlights. They shouldn't even have a hole back there. They should at least have a cover. Just leave a blank hole. This bike here, the Road Glide ST, they don't make CBs for them anymore. In my riding group, they all use CBs. So I finagled a handlebar mounted CB, and I'm gonna do a video on that. And let's see if I run into any snags on that deal. Harley Davidson, the stuff's expensive and there's always a snag. I wonder if they, and they always like, well, bring it in here, let us do it. But they charge $150 an hour. And in the time I can do it in 1 hour, they charge $2. What's the deal, Harley? Really? So I hope there's some Harley dealerships watching this, or people that work at Harley. I mean, I'm going to Milwaukee, to that Milwaukee rally, and you better believe I'm going to have questions if I talk to any of them. I'm going to bring it up. You're charging us more and more for these bikes, and you're doing less and less and less. So I'm just kind of pissed off right now because I wanted, and all because of this. Now I have to go into I have to go call Custom Dynamics, explain to it, and get a new one. So now I have that no good, you know, and so I'm just venting on film here. It's just frustrating, you know. I finally get the chance to put these lights in because my job's been keeping me pretty busy. And then I run into this stuff, you know, and now I got another weight gain. I'm just going to leave this thing all tore apart. I've had enough. So here's the process I went through, and they still don't work. It says on the box here, lifetime LED warranty, Department of Transportation compliant, and it says run light, brake, turn function, plug and play, $247.99. And that's not including tax. So I went down to Bluegrass Harley Davidson, and they told me I need the smart triple play accessory to make it work. So I bought it, and I started thinking about it. I said, let me call Custom Dynamics. So I did. I called Custom Dynamics and got hold of Cheryl and told her about the triple play system. She said it would work, but that's not what you need. You need converter, ProBeam filler, FILLERZ. And that's what you need to make the lights work. Now, I put these in a friend of mine's bike. He has a ultra limited, and they did exactly that. They plugged in, played, and everything worked. My bike is different, evidently, because it's a Road Glide ST, and he has the ultra limited. So evidently, they wired it differently. I called them because on his, you know, plugged and play, and I'm not getting a blinker or anything. And so I told him what was happening with the blinker not working, and they believe it's a wiring harness. So Cheryl then connected me to Jacob. He's one of their techs, and he believes that it's a bad wire in the wiring harness. Sometimes they crimp it with the insulation on it, and it doesn't make a connection to the pin. So he wanted me to make a video of the lights not working, and then they would send me a new one of these, and then I send them back the bad one. For $247.99, you would think, and then the cost of the Custom Dynamics converter, you would think you wouldn't have these kind of problems. So I've got another solution. Come up with a different way of hooking it up. I don't know if I want to use this or not. Filming's hard. It's tough. So after I get done, I'll show you all how it works, but I'm not going to show you how I hook it up because I don't want to void the warranty, or any of y'all to do what I'm going to do to void the warranty. This is how I wired into this wiring harness. So I have these. That's what I'm going to use. I have these. And I have the tool to crimp them. So that's what I'm going to use. And then you have these two parts that I said earlier. These allow the ProBeam lights to have the high beam, low beam, brake and turn signal overrides in the fashion that you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here and here, and these fit right. They're perfect. It looks like it was meant to be there, and then put a tie wrap around them and hold them in there. And so that's how I'm going to leave these connectors. These connect the lights. So that's going to work out real good. Okay, I like to tint the wire a little bit with some solder. And then the connector will go on like this. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if any of y'all ever used one of these, but these crimpers aren't like your normal crimpers for something like this. I mean, you can use them, but they're made in China, that's for sure. They have Chinese written all over them. What's not made in China? But anyway, these crimpers have two sides to them, and you got to get it right. One for the wire, that's the insulation, and then that's for the stripped piece of wire. And so and the crimpers have that same thing. They have a bigger side and a smaller side. You have to get that in the right side, or it will crimp funny. So just make sure you do that. And these, they have writing right here. This is the small side. That's the big side. And they have as you can see, they have 3 different sizes. So I'll show you how this works. The small size right here goes on the side of the numbers. Oh, my fault. It fits in the last one. See? What I like to do, start closing it. And you can see how much of the wire I stripped. Not very much. Oh, I'd say that's what, about 3/16, eighth of an inch. Put it in till you can see the tip of the wire coming out of the front of it. And squeeze. It's got kind of a ratchet. Okay. As you can see, it crimped it really well, and it's not coming out. So that's how that works. They go in one way. Okay, you can see I have these on. What I wanted to show y'all, I put one of my bolt catching little buckets on there to catch any wire drops. So what you want to do before you put these on, you want to find the shortest wire, this red one, and then go ahead and you want all these wires even. Cut that one, that one. And then we'll strip them, and as you can see, I put that little cup under there so I can catch any drops, so I don't have all that stuff. I'm still gonna have to take a vacuum and suck it out, but I had some of this right here left over from these wires, so I put a little piece right here just to keep them nice and neat. See how nice and neat that is? And then these will slip inside here like this. So here's the finished product. You can see right here, that's the connectors going in. These are the pro beam light, high beam, low beam, turn signal that you have to have running lights, brake lights, and turn signals. And you can see this thing here is probably was for something else to add on to the bike, but it made a perfect place to run a tie wrap and hold those in place. As you can see, they're really secure. So that's it. it's finished. Okay, you can see that's the running lights, turn signal, brake lights. Then you have the turn signal, overrides the brake light, overrides the brake light. See? And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. So that's the ProBeam lights all hooked up and ready to go. And you just can't have enough lights in the back. It might be the difference between somebody seeing you and not seeing you and running into the back of you. So until the next video.